Let's now turn back to meteorologist Hannah Skye in the Storm Alert Center as we're checking our forecast on this Thursday afternoon and looking at that map behind you there, Hannah.
Got the chance for some severe thunderstorms later today, Latrice. Now, again, don't let the beautiful conditions fool you. Although I will say, I believe the majority of the viewing area is going to stay on the drier side and might not even see a whole lot of thunderstorms. But there is a marginal level 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on that. And those risks are going to be the possibility for damaging straight line winds and hail. That last map, I'll go back to it really quickly. This is for today. And then heading into tomorrow, the National Weather Service has also issued a level 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather as well. Now, I'm not completely sold on this severe weather outlook for tomorrow, at least in our area, and we'll talk about that here in a second. I think the majority of the rain, at least as of today, is going to be a little farther to the north, but we'll go ahead and take a look anyways, and we're going to go into those details. But again, the severe weather threat for the afternoon and the evening is the possibility for some hail and high winds, around 60 miles per hour. You'll notice that that's really the only thing we are keeping an eye on right now, and it's very low risk at that. So you see that damaging wind outlook, that 5%, as well as now we have an outlook for the possibility of some hail. This is a relatively new introduction compared to what we were expecting earlier, which was just some wind, but we could see some hail with these thunderstorms as well. Here's a look at the futurecast. So in the next couple of hours, we could start to see a few of those thunderstorms begin to pop around our region, anywhere between 2 p.m. all the way to 4. That's going to be around our start time. And then the majority, for the next couple of days, it seems like the majority of the heaviest rain is going to be centered closer to Middle Tennessee. But then you see we get some of these little cells in here that begin to pop, and this is all being led by a cold front that's going to move through that could give us the chance for a few of those showers. And again, not looking, it's not like this huge line rolling through. It's a few thunderstorms and maybe even a few supercells that could spur some damaging straight line winds as well as some hail. Going to likely clear out leading into your Friday. Another round of possible weather is going to move in along another cold front. Again, I'm expecting the majority of that rain to stay farther up to the north, but again, the National Weather Service does have some severe weather possibilities issued for us. Let's take a look at lightning, hail, and shear. So this is a look at the futurecast. You'll notice later on this afternoon, shear is in the gray, lightning is yellow and pink. If you see pink colors, that indicates the possibility for some hail. So what I'm keeping an eye on is farther up to the north. There are a few indicators that any cell that pops up outside of our viewing area could spin just a little bit. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on us farther down to the south to be keeping an eye on any supercells that form there, just to make sure. Again, the primary threat is going to be damaging straight line winds, but going to be keeping an eye on all parameters just to be safe. And then heading into your Friday, similar scenario with some of those storms that roll through, and Saturday later on there is the possibility a few storms could be strong as well. There's plenty of storm fuel out there. You'll see that heading into this afternoon things begin to dwindle, and then once again Friday you see those pops of colors kind of work into the area, and then heading later on into the rest of this weekend I'm expecting a few chances for some showers heading into your Saturday, and then drying out heading into the start of next week. Temperature is getting pretty warm tomorrow, so keep that in mind before the cold front moves through, and that'll drop our temperatures back down below the average for a while longer.